Very disturbing attack inside of an RTC bus that was caught on video. Tonight, our 8 News Now investigators digging into why that bus did not stop for several minutes as an accused murderer repeatedly stabs his victim.
A Las Vegas man is stabbed by a convicted felon. But why didn't the other passengers get involved? Welcome to another installment of the Connecticut Gun Bench. Today's video is brought to you by P.A.N. Firearms, LLC. P.A.N. Firearms, the NRA certification and multifaceted gun training. You can reach us at 203-300-6343 or use our website at www.panfirearmsllc.com. As always, there'll be a link in the description box below. And if you like my channel, like my content, and like what I do here, you can support me with the link in the description box below. Everything's appreciated. But let's talk about this. This happened out in Las Vegas a month ago. It just came across my feed, and it's damn disturbing, but it leads to a correlation with another story that happened very recently. Now, the gist of this is two people were arguing on a bus. I believe it's RTC bus in Las Vegas, and one man pulled out a knife and repeatedly stabbed the other. There were other people on the bus, including the driver, obviously, but no one got involved. And I'm going to come back to that. But this is another reason why you have to be situational awareness and be prepared. But the problem is, a lot of states in the country don't allow you to carry a gun on public transportation. So that's another issue, but let's focus on this story. I want to give you context with this video. Once again, for the YouTube moderators, I am not going to play the actual stabbing. I'm cutting this video up for context.
Now, the video shows the attacker stabbing that man, sitting down, minutes later getting up, doing it again, all as the bus doors still remained closed.
8 News Now investigator David Sharns uncovering details about the accused murderer's past and why days earlier he was deemed a low risk to reoffend.
Brian, Denise, we do want to warn you, these videos are disturbing to both see and hear. 30-year-old Dominique Lucas pleads for help and tries to get off the bus, but the driver doesn't stop for nearly 5 minutes, and no one helps him for several minutes after that, as he lies on the ground with 33 stab wounds. Video from inside this RTC bus captures 30-year-old Dominique Lucas and the man accused of killing him, sitting just inches away from each other on Sunday, February 26th.
I wasn't bothering you.
There's some kind of argument. Seconds later, Cole lunges at Lucas.
Let me up! Let me up!
Police say Cole several times. He then sits back down. Lucas then asks the bus driver, who hit a panic button, for help. We're blurring Lucas due to the extent of his injuries.
Oh, man, come on, we don't get out the bus.
2 minutes after the initial attack, video shows Cole getting back up and stabbing Lucas several more times. The bus continuing its route before it finally stops on Paradise near Desert Inn. According to transcripts, the driver told a grand jury he kept the doors closed for the safety of the victim and other passengers. A juror asking him if it's procedure to intervene. Is it protocol in regard to helping someone out when they get stabbed or injured? For the driver to help? Yes. Physically? Yes, for the driver to help physically. Not that I know of. I mean, the first priority is your own safety, so I've got to make sure I'm safe enough to operate that bus for the other passengers also.
We're going to be asking for a preliminary hearing in about 30 days.
As the 8 News Now investigators reported earlier this month, Cole served 23 years in a Texas prison on an attempted murder charge. Documents revealing he shot a person in October 1994. The week before Lucas's murder, Metro Police arrested Cole for allegedly waving a knife at a family also on an RTC bus. The 8 News Now investigators obtaining this pre-trial risk assessment handed to a judge, deeming him a low risk. The document incorrectly includes a conviction for murder, but that conviction did not affect his risk score since it happened more than 10 years ago. The judge setting bail at $3,000, bail Cole paid 3 days before this attack.
Heard that and you saw that. Now I want to come out to here, and this is just once again a brief synopsis of what we saw and what we heard. Okay? But Las Vegas, Nevada, a shocking video shows a man identified as Aaron Cole stabbing Dominique Lucas 33 times on an RTC bus in Las Vegas, leading to Lucas's death. The video shows the argument that took place between the two men before Cole stabbed Lucas multiple times on the floor of the bus while other passengers would watch in horror. Like I said, this is a correlation to another story. Despite Lucas' plea for help from the bus driver, Cole continued to stab him until the bus stopped. According to grand jury transcript, the driver kept the door closed for the safety of the victims and the other passengers, so he locked him on the bus with the guy with a knife for their safety. Cole was arrested on the bus and charged with murder, and the video was used as evidence in the indictment. But here we go. This was not Cole's first violent offense. It's 10 days prior to this incident, he was arrested for assault with a deadly weapon and carrying concealed weapons for threatening somebody with a knife on a bus. Wow. 1994, Cole was also arrested for second-degree murder after shooting a man in a Salvation Army lobby. He served 23 years in prison and was released 2017. After the February 16th incident, Judge Joseph Cincento released Cole in his own recognizance, ordering him to avoid contact with the victim. Cole's pretrial risk assessment deemed him low risk. The video of the incident on RTC bus is a disturbing reminder of the dangers of violent people and the importance of public safety measures. The tragedy raises important questions about how to prevent violent offenses, particularly in individuals with a history of violent crime, and how to ensure the safety of all public transportation passengers. Now I'm gonna come out, but you know how you ensure their safety? Is lock these bastards up the first time. The man was arrested for violence multiple times, yet he's still running the damn streets. Once again, somebody lost their life for no reason whatsoever because the justice system is playing this wokey-woke game, and it ain't cool. But like I said, the chances of somebody being armed on the bus beyond a law enforcement officer is very slim because most states do not allow you to carry guns on public transportation, and that is a problem. But as I said, this is a correlation with another story. Why do these people just sit there? Well, let me go ahead and show you why. Because of situations like this. If somebody had gotten involved and tangled with this guy, and anything happened to this guy, they may find themselves in this position. That's why people choose not to get involved, whether they have a gun, if they're armed themselves, or any other reason, because you can end up getting arrested. That's why these criminals are getting emboldened and running the streets the way that they are. This guy not only stabbed this person, he went back and stabbed him some more while the driver was just driving. And it's setting a dangerous trend. Why should I get involved? Because I may end up getting charged. And this man now lost his life over, one, a convicted felon who should not have been on the streets in the first place, and two, most importantly, is the consequences of being a good Samaritan, stepping in and trying to prevent somebody from harming another may end up getting you in more trouble. Because I guarantee you, if one of these passengers, I grab this guy, put him in the hold, and that hold causes him to die, this is the result.
Daniel Penny, the man who put Jordan Neely in a deadly chokehold on a New York City subway, arrived with his attorney at a Manhattan police precinct to turn himself in on Friday. He's expected in court later today.
He did so voluntarily and with the sort of dignity and integrity that is characteristic of his history of service to this grateful nation.
The 24-year-old Marine being charged with manslaughter in the second degree with a maximum penalty of 15 years, according to prosecutors.
Especially, if I gotta say it, especially if the victim is black and you're white. This is where you're going. I don't care if you don't like it, it's the truth. That's how it is. That's really how it is. But once again, sometimes you just gotta let stuff go because you saw the guy arguing with the other guy before it all went down. Just let it go. If anything, step off the bus, leave. But if you're not prepared for violence, don't beef with nobody, because that person may be ready to go at any minute, and you don't know what they're capable of or what they're carrying. This guy's a convicted felon still running around with a knife. There it is. But let me know what you think. As always, you can leave your comments in the comment section below. And as always, any statements of violence or statements that lead to violence will be removed. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you're notified the next time a video goes live. I will see you on the next one. Peace.